Hello everybody and welcome to the Gaming Creek. Today we are going to take a look at Dormammu, the epic boss found in Chapter 10, Mission 4. Of course, the hero you need to unlock this epic boss is Spider-Woman. Played in their infinite wisdom, decided to force us to purchase a character that nobody wanted because they are pretty much useless. That being said, if you want to face epic Dormammu, you have to have Spider-Woman. So obviously, as you can tell here, I've cleared through the board, getting ready to fight him. Challenge mode is on. Currently, I am at level 149, and the challenge mode is somewhere in the vicinity of 156 or 157, if memory serves correctly. So, let's take a crack at this. Alright. He's a tough guy. He's going to kick everybody's ass. So, for this particular fight, I'm going to keep Hercules. I like to have a protector, bruiser. And at level 11, he's pretty strong. At least he does a trick for me. Thor, on the other hand, I'm not going to keep. Although he too is pretty powerful. Who I will take is Mockingbird. I like the fact that she can pretty much assimilate any class at the right time. And here we go. Incidentally, my agent is a scrapper agent, as you guys can tell. He's holding the scroll of Melsalem. Also have Roar of the North. I have the Nanite Infinite Nail Gun. That was the actual right word for it. And the Magnetic Field Generator, which is very handy. So, I'm going to start off by popping critical intel. This is the first wave. First wave, of course, you've got a scrapper, the harp, and a bruiser. Start off by kicking the bruiser in the face so that I can get the blaster bonus on Mockingbird and perhaps stun him. Now if tactical insight procs, I'll get to attack again, of course. First wave, I like to take this guy out quickly because I don't have any infiltrators on my team. If I had an infiltrator on my team, of course, I'd probably decide to take out the other one because he's a scrapper and I wouldn't want him to hit him twice. Tactical insight did not proc on that, of course. Give Gift of Battle to Hercules so that he can protect my team and at the same time counter with either the slaying the Nemean Lion or the slaying the Stygian Birds. Either or, I need them both in order to get Blessing of Olympus. There you go, Pancration Pummel. That's a nice big hit. Take him down a notch and also weaken him. Attaboy, Hercules. That's why you are a Greek demigod. He's bleeding twice, but that's quite alright for now. And you can tell I'm having a fairly easy time with this setup in terms of damage. I'm not taking too much damage in return. He's got 2 bleeds on him. She's got 1 bleed on her, and he's nothing. So normally, I might contemplate using the Scroll of Melsalem for this, but I won't. Instead, what I'll do is I'll pop the Magnetic Field Generator. Mockingbird, because she's got Blaster now, should be able to finish off the Bruiser Demon. I'm going to use Mocking Blow to exploit nothing. She doesn't have anything on him. In which case, let's just use a Twin Strike. Probably should have used the other one. That being said, he's weakened and exposed at the moment and slowed, so hopefully that will cause him to fail. As you can see, Hercules has the fortified buff and the agile buff. What he's missing is the strengthened buff and the focused buff in order to get the Blessing of Olympus. So I'm going to toss a rock at this guy. Got the focused buff, finish him off. Remember, this is just the first round. That's a hungry little demon. Thankfully, I had my Magnetic Field Generator. Didn't do much damage to me, if any. Now I'll use a scroll to top off my teammates. As you can see here, they're in need of it. And to get rid of those pesky bleeds at the same time. Do I recommend the Scroll of Melsalem? Yeah, if you have excess gold and you purchased it when you could have purchased it, then yes. Right now you can't get it anyway, so a recommendation is fairly useless. Okay, let's finish off this Bruiser. And move on to the next wave. Next wave has 2 blasters and a tactician. Of course, these demons you remember from Spec Ops 5, I believe it was, or Spec Ops 4, the one with Ghost Rider, are the ones that explode when they get to very low health. And there's her tactical insight. And she gets an extra turn. Good for me. Critical intel. And we will now attack the blasters, because they might do some damage to Hercules, being a bruiser. Paragon Exploiter. No Paragon Exploiter there. We get to go twice. Alright, well. So far, we're having a relatively easy time at this, as you can tell. We've got some debuffs on us that'll burn. And I just used the scroll, so I won't be able to use it again. I'm not one to use items too much unless I absolutely have to. And a recharge here. Let's finish him off. And he blows up. Hercules still benefiting from the magnetic shield, as you can tell. And yes, he likes it rough. Go ahead and make whatever jokes you desire. Him being Greek, him lifing it rough, and of course him being half naked. We're going to slam a column down on these guys in order to get the Blessing of Olympus. Oh, and we got a bonus. The demon is stunned. Let's finish him off. Two demons down, 1 to go, and on to the final wave of Epic Dormammu. He's going to come with 2 infiltrator demon girls with kind of disgusting scorpion tails. But they've got nice perky boobs for all you kids out there who like perky boobs. Alright. Yeah, Mockingbird goes through a lot of stamina. I don't have her ISO'd for a lot of stam. There we go, there's Blessing of Olympus. Means he gets healed periodically, and of course he hits harder. There we go. And the third and final wave is Epic Dormammu. I always feel silly saying that name. It just sounds silly. It sounds silly even when you read it to yourself in your own head. And those stupid one-eyed flying demons just look like cartoon characters. But in any event, back to the matter at hand. Dormammu is currently an infiltrator, and she is currently a tactician. We won't be attacking him. We'll go after one of his demons, try and stun him. No, unfortunately. Persistent little scorpion chick, isn't she? This is why I carry a pummeler, why I wear the pummeler suit. There seems to be a lot of infiltrators out there, especially in PvP. An extra attack or 2 always helps. Alright, let's go after this one right here. Should hit her fairly hard, bring her down to maybe a third. Oh, take her down completely. Attaboy, Hercules. Let's get rid of these nasty debuffs with the scroll. Really is handy for those sorts of things. Dark Projection, again, anybody who's faced Dormammu before, there are no new talents, there are no new abilities. Pretty much the same as before. Only now he's got 3 waves to deal with. They're demons and they're usually a lot tougher. Again, in this particular video, I've sort of blown through them rather quickly. But don't take that for granted. Alright, let's use a column down. Slam him on him. I just like the animation. And as you saw previously, it does a fair amount of damage. There, case in point. And we got our critical intel ready. And she's now a Scrapper, which means I get some bonus attacks. Well, forgot about his dancing flames, didn't I? Excuse me. Take a sip of wine. So for all intents and purposes, this has been Epic Dormammu on challenge mode. Relatively easy, provided you have heroes that are leveled up, that are properly ISO'd, and that you have a proper hero combination. Now, granted, not everybody has Mockingbird, and not everybody has Hercules. Mind you, Hercules is easier to get, of course, than Mockingbird is, seeing as you can no longer get Mockingbird. I use Aurora of the North just to finish him off. And there you have it. That was Epic Dormammu. Chapter 10, Mission 4, of which, of course, you need Spider-Woman, as I mentioned earlier on. That concludes this quick little video walkthrough. I hope this helped you guys take a look at him and understand and give you ideas as to how to, of course, the game update refresher. Yes, thank you, Playdom, for being terrible. Thank you, and come again.